Alright, one last video before launch. If you like my Nioh 2 content and want to see more, press that like button, subscribe, and consider joining to support the channel. I even added a $1.99 option which grants you access to badges and emotes, while the $4.99 option will get you shoutouts and videos, and potentially more bonuses down the road. So anyways, new trailers just dropped from Koei as you see in the background. The second video is mostly covering the features of Nioh in a pretty well made edit, I gotta say, while the first is a short clip of just story stuff. The only things new that I found when watching these videos is that there is just one new character. A girl. She has a fan and a sword. And she looks pretty. I wonder if we'll have to fight her. I'm gonna predict yes. We also saw this guy's eye, which confirms he is Sasuke's grandfather, Grandpa Uchiha. But for real, he looks to be the Kelly of Nioh 2, the main threat. And lastly, it seems we can have multiple people over at our hut. So pretty cool, going for the Monster Hunter World crowd I see. One thing I did take away from the trailer is that we're almost guaranteed to have just 3 yokai forms and 2 new weapons. That's it. I think now, after we've experienced all the mechanics, we're this close to launch, and all the footage just shows those same things, so that's likely the final scenario. Whereas my yokai shits video I made a bunch of months ago, I was hoping for 5 total, since the 3 don't cover all the elements, and you can't change your element, seemingly, so you're locked into them in yokai shift, which means you're relying on guardian spirit attacks or yokai skills to apply confusion, I assume. But it does suck that there's no lightning or purity form. Perhaps in the DLCs, we'll get 1 to 2 new forms. Fingers crossed. There was no new yokai in the trailers. No new bosses, excluding the potential aforementioned female. Which, my last video, my impressions video of the demos, I praised that the demos had awesome enemy variety. However, if the yokai we've had so far are the only yokai we're getting for the whole game, that would kinda suck for us that played most of the betas. Likewise, I hope they add more human normal enemies, as just the same vanilla bunch from Nioh 1 is really boring and easy. So hopefully there is more enemies that await us in the final game. Well, I do know of one additional enemy that was shown off in a playthrough of the first mission, which yes, we have the confirmed start of the game, and spoiler warning, just mute the audio for 12 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Mizuki is indeed the first boss, as many speculated considering how easy he was in the demo. Also, there's a sub-form of him in the first stage as a super enemy, but is not a boss. And spoilers are done. You can watch that playthrough which spoils the first level in Nioh 2 in the link in the description if you're chomping at the bit for more Nioh 2. Recently, Famitsu scans have also been released, but again, like the trailer, it's all Japanese and Nihongo wakarimasen. If anyone understands what they're saying in those scans or in the video, let me know down in the comments below if you find any cool info. And I think that's my short reaction to the new footage. It's more of the same, but it's cool I guess. It's like a TLDR video for new players. Review embargoes lift on the 10th, I was told, and no, I don't have an early copy, and not even sure any content creator has it unless they're like a big site like IGN or GameSpot. Let me know in the comments below if you're a big content creator that has a press copy, but I tried messaging their PR email, their Twitter, and I got no response after being redirected to their PR. So either I'm too small, too unprofessional for them, or they're not handing out copies to creators. I was really hoping to get making some videos early so you guys can have as much content at launch as possible. Also, I probably would have been able to provide some valuable feedback as far as builds and balance goes, but since I don't have a copy, you'll likely have to wait a few days for me to put out anything now, which is a bit of a shame. A glaring critic I have of Nioh 2's launch is them having the same Japan-focused tradition they did with Nioh 1. Even though I almost guarantee you that most of the 3 million sales of Nioh 1 that they announced weren't Japanese. PS4 sales have been dominated by Switch in Japan for months and months now, and will continue to get worse as the PS5 looms closer. Ghost of Tsushima just released a new badass trailer, and you can tell the impact of that trailer is way heavier than any of Nioh 2's as far as reactions from the communities, because the trailer is in English. Good English. Sekiro trailers. Good English. Advertised in English. Similarly, Monster Hunter World broke out of that Japan-only focus, reaching out to creators specifically and having English commentary, not just subtitles, in their director videos when promoting World, and look where that blew them up. Huge win for them advertising-wise and proof of a smart decision. So, it's a bit of a letdown for Team Ninja's side the way they advertise Nioh 2. Or perhaps I should blame Koei or PlayStation, considering Team Ninja are just the devs. What's broke don't need fixin'. They're probably comfortable with getting similar sales to Nioh 1 for Nioh 2, but at the same time, you limit your potential growth for your game by having this Japan-focused attitude, especially for a console game. But that's just my opinion as a nobody. So now, moving on to how I'll cover Nioh 2. I'm gonna stream Nioh 2 on release on YouTube, not Twitch. I figured I can get episodes out quicker of the playthrough if I just do it on YouTube, rather than stream on Twitch, take time downloading the big VOD, and then having to re-upload it to YouTube, all of which will take more time and likely result in further loss of quality. So I'll just try YouTube to stream first playthrough, and depending on the views, either continue streaming it on YouTube for extra post-game stuff, or switch to Twitch. But again, joining the channel gives you some badges in the YouTube chat, as well as 2 emotes, which I'll see if I can make 1 or 2 more. I do want to give a shout out to my first 2 super supporter members, Daniel Rhodes and Coach Rob. Really appreciate you guys being 2 of the first members of the channel. Thank you. I will do a test stream a day or 2 before Nioh 2 playing Nioh 1, just to test the quality of the stream, so a heads up on that. And lastly, I went out of my way to finally make a Discord. So join a Discord in the description or the pinned comment. I figured it would be a nice hub to chat about the game, share tips, builds, and character codes, rather than relying on Reddit or GameFAQs or 4chan for community interaction. And I figured I can make announcements there rather than YouTube's community post all the time. I don't really know how to manage Discord or anything about it really, but we'll figure it out as we go. Read the rules, follow the rules, and that's how you gain access to the multiple channels, including channels for Monster Hunter or gacha games and such. So follow the Discord. But that's it guys, Nioh 2, less than a week away. And can I just say, what a damn good year it's gonna be, dude. For PlayStation especially. Dreams, Nioh 2, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2 Part 379, 69, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Part 1 of 7, Ori 2 for Xbox games, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Jill Edition for everyone, and lastly, 2 freaking next-gen consoles! Dude, avoid the coronavirus at all costs, because this is going to be a good year for gaming. But that's it for me. Stay safe, stay watching. I'll catch you guys on the launch pad for Nioh 2.